What's up, geeks and gamers? My name is Drementfh, and welcome to Thorium Gaming, and it's time to hop back into some more Blood and Jade in our attempts to unite Cathay and rid the old world of the evils of chaos. So, last time we took over the Red Fortress, and it was pretty one-sided. Miao Ying and her forces and Yan Yu and her reinforcements used their artillery to just decimate the barbarians that were in here. Chaos waste, so are we? Yeah, we're gonna be constantly suffering attrition because of the chaos wastes out here. Is there any way that we can get rid of that? Less corruption. Doesn't look like it. Unless there's something in here, like, yeah, it doesn't help. So we're gonna have to restore Miao Ying and her and Yan Yu's armies. We do have village over here, but Penguin is in a place to stop that should it become an issue. Might want to get the salt works so we can get a little bit more money coming in. We got lots of buildings that we could upgrade, and we're 3 points into Yin. Is there any way we can get some Yang by hiring a driven, immune to psychology, +3 leadership. Leadership and aura size. Bureaucrats. We'll take you Chen, actually. That'll put us a little bit closer there. And because she gets a whole bunch of levels here, get a bunch of spells going on for her. And see if we can get you into Peng Lin's army. We can get rid of one of the Jade warrior units here in a second. We're not going to be doing any more building upgrading. But the outposts, Karaza Karak, we could put... Wow, this is a little sad. That's the Pillars of Grungi, and Karaza Karak is in Orcish hands. Yeah, we gotta do something to help the dwarves out. It's a little bit sad that we gotta do it that way, but I would rather Forces of Order not get completely screwed over. Alright. So let's let the other nations go and see what they do. Ah, we forgot about Tu Yong. Well, I forgot about it. You guys are always perfect. I'm the one that's a little bit of a goofball. Because we are still at war with the Caravan of Blue Roses to the southwest. Though we'll be able to swap one of these lords over for the Iron Dragon here shortly. Get our brother rolling in and helping us out because all of Cathay's legendary lords are on our side. Alright, so it's just a settlement at Grimtop again. We're not going to be able to win that one. Are they going to take it? Or are they going to raise it? Alright, and more Chaos Warriors are at war with us, but we have to knock them out to actually get the long victory. So that might not necessarily be a bad thing. You know, we'll take the treasury hit there. And Malekith has the Sword of Cain, and the Defenders of the Great Plan are gone. And everything's not looking too great. The Great Hall of Greasus is right there, though. Let's divert Tu Yong to hit that. I mean, the caravan's down here. They're losing troops. We can just repair here. That'll be fine. We got the triple armies moving down. So on the next turn, maybe even this turn, we drop you into normal stance.
Natural authority. The path of destiny.
Are we able to get reinforcements on this one? Because we need all the armies to be here for it. Now, we're going to encircle. We'll take one turn of damage.
Shegungun Lord reporting. Cathay needs them dead.
And we're going to fight this one, I believe. Now, with any luck, they'll be sallying out. I didn't check the battlefield before we went in, but again, I'm not very smart, so we'll just deal with it. And we are actually fighting at the city, so we'll have to make a choice which one of these entrances we want to go in. I mean, all of our forces are coming from the front here, so I'm thinking that this might be our way in, especially if we can blow down the gates. Or we could start here, hammer in here, and let our 2 reinforcement armies take the southern side. I mean, it's going to be a minute and 10 seconds. We aren't going to be getting into the city before that, and we have lots of artillery in Liu Ju's army, so we'll just have to see. I mean, she's got a lot of gunnery, a lot of archers, but not a lot of infantry. The only thing that worries me in there is those fell bats. I think we'll just go for the front door right here. See if we can smash our way in and deal with whatever's on the other side there. I mean, there's a few Jade warriors, a lot of crossbows, kind of a mixed bag of an army. Alright, so let's get our infantry set up. We're just going to change your mode of operation right now. And we are definitely going to come down over here, set up on this entrance. So what I think we'll do is set up our infantry about there to cover the approach. Our archers immediately behind. Our lord there. Put our gunners up where they can hit anyone that's in here. Then bring all of our artillery over here. Actually, we'll put you there.
Remember your training. Our ranks must fight as one. We shall prevail.
All right.
My chosen place.
So it looks like those fell bats are just getting devastated by artillery fire. Just want to kind of slip our warlord up a little bit. She'll probably take a little bit of damage, but if we can... Oh, that was weird. We can send our fire spell right across here. Send the wall. And slightly distract the tower. That's going to kill a fair number of them. Or... unalive them?
Faithful. Bringing harmony.
Alright. So it looks like our first wave of reinforcements is coming in. So let's just pause really quick. Get our other 2 Shegungun, her cousins, up here. And get all of our rocket batteries in one, well, battery. Get them set up. And all of the infantry that's in here, we missed a rocket battery. You can be added to our infantry pile. And we'll get all of our rockets set up. And get all of our cannons set up properly. Looks like our gunners are having a good time sitting down here, so we'll send them over. There's a lot of disparate style of stuff in here. But unlike the rest of them, you guys are just going to move up like that. We're going to take these Jade Horsemen. And run them around here. Didn't want to drag it out. There we go. So now they should run around the side. We're going to bounce you back up just a little bit. Start doing some more casting. We're going to get these archers to move up a little bit. Alright, now we just need the rest of you to get up here. Especially those artillery pieces. So it looks like we should be investing in a few more rocket batteries overall.
Shegungun sorcerer, descendant of dragons.
Alright, let's just speed it up a little bit. See what happens when the rest of our artillery gets up here. Because that's essentially what we're waiting on right now. Their morale is almost gone. That is an awful lot of rockets, and they are devastating. So we're going to have to remember that. Rockets are definitely one of the ways to go in this. Let's just advance our artillery a little bit. So let's just get you to destroy that tower. And let's advance everybody up. I'm okay sacrificing those Jade Warrior or the Jade Lancers. Oh, they're fighting Graveguard too. That doesn't really help us out too much. There's the army loss penalty. Nice, good wall of flame. Wow, those rocket batteries did so much damage. We're going to have to invest in a lot more of those. It's basically going to be, you know, keep a cannon set around to maybe bash down towers and walls and gates. But keep the rocket batteries to deal with infantry, because holy hell, they're deadly. Especially on horde armies like the vampire counts, apparently. Protect the rocket batteries. Watch them destroy the world.
Bend to Cathay's will.
We're gonna take
Dragon-blooded
the
Shegungun.
gorge. Get the growth building and a spice market will help.
Dragon-blooded Shegungun.
And we'll get you another rank, well, A rank in Cloak of Jets.
Blood rights.
You've got a lot of fire rain rockets, so kind of happy with that.
Storm Dragon.
Now we want you to go over to encamp stance.
Denied.
And Shan Liang is coming towards us. Looks like Village went that way too. So what we're gonna do, might seem a little counterintuitive, is bump Miao Ying out because she'll probably recover more. Will she recover more? No, she'll recover more in the city.
Majestic defender.
But we don't want to get trapped in the city so the other army can get wiped out. So we just gotta be very, very, very careful about how we do this.
The dragon-blooded.
Because taking that away from them makes them a little bit weaker. There's a lot of Chaos Warhounds, a Manticore in there, a lot of Marauders, but we have some rocket batteries, I believe.
Celestial ancestors.
We got the Grudge Thrower, and we have cannons. We don't have rocket batteries. That's a little painful. How long is it until you're back? 2 turns. So what we're going to do is get rid of one of these units.
No need of wastrels.
Send you in there.
Of all fatigue.
Get you to move this way, because they'll have to siege these gates to try and get by.
Descended from celestial glory.
Get you evasion. Magical reserves, because you actually did a lot of damage on that. How many turns is it before the plague's gone? 6 turns? And there's a lot of vampire corruption there.
Master of Feng Shi.
Now we might be able to go down and take this out. If we do it right, we could technically take the Haunted Forest. Well, it doesn't like us, it's not an inhabitable climate. But we could burn it to the ground and really screw the vampires over. So I believe that has all their good structures. Cusp of Sacrilege. Huh. Trees seemingly rotten down to the roots, yet somehow still standing, emitting a powerful mordant stench that invigorates the undead. Lots of vampiric corruption. Crypt ghouls and zombie units get bonused, and it's a lot of money. Yeah, we gotta destroy this. So we'll move them in next. Now, Feng Ma should be out of travel pretty quickly here. She's yeah, next turn she'll be back. So let's pass it over to the other nations and see what happens. Because ideally, if we can ditch this entire area down here and focus purely north of the Great Bastion, we'll be in a much, much better place. And once we confederate with the Burning Wind Nomads, we will be laughing.
Heed my words well.
Are you going to declare war, Grimgor? You are going to declare war. Well, there goes the idea of focusing any further west, because Grimgor is now at war with us, which means this entire section is open. We're going to have to pull back from going after Greasus's mountain, because there's orcs behind us. It's just the settlement garrison. No one in there that we have to care about. Alright, so Feng Ma has completed her journey, and she's our girl. Alright, so Hagraf. Yeah, the Dark Elves are doing some work up here. We have a lot of really cool stuff. I was
We roll,
kinda
Captain.
hoping that this area would be a little bit more open than it is right now.
Shaper of the Eight Winds.
Who are you allied with?
She is so tedious.
Defensive alliance with Hag
Must
Grief,
even hear your drivel.
but at war with a ton of people. Well, the reason we were coming up here
Wind
was to
Shaper.
skirt around the northern part of this and come down on Ulthuan. Coming after you up in the north was just
Sea
kind of an
Wind
added
Guide.
bonus. So we'll swing around this way and down towards Ulthuan. We got new research to do. Oh, there's so many that are gonna throw off our balance, but we're already that way. Yeah, we use a lot of crossbowmen, so we'll deal with that. Now, where is the Twisted Twin? You're coming in,
Puppet master, not you.
so you can get to there on your turn, which means we don't have to worry as
Child of
much.
the Nine.
Still no ability to get any more casualty replenishment. Spending a lot of money there. Alright, and if I'm correct about this, we should,
Celestial
in
Ancestors.
theory, be able to swap you out. Now, we have a lot of items that we haven't looked at yet. We're going to have to go through all of our characters. Now, where is the Iron Dragon? He should be available in this list. Does he need another turn? He needs another turn. But that's okay. We can go over to Feng Ma. Now, we've got the Von Karstein Blade, which gives us regeneration, but we've got a Trickster's Helm. What do we got for other things in here? That is a really, really cool item that we're going to put on Feng Ma. 25% ward save, passive ability, rebirth. Wow, that's awesome. So, enchanted items. Oh, the Statue of Zar gives Chaos Corruption. We don't want that. We have tons of other items, though. So let's actually go by category here. So we've got a lot of stuff that we can go through. Take this arc. Oh, I didn't want to put that there. There we go. That's what I wanted. That's the button that we should go for. Do those and fuse them. Gave us an Executioner's Axe instead. It's actually a pretty decent weapon, but not for Feng Ma. Fuse those, see if we get lucky on it. Icon of the Spirit Dragon. Get 2 uses of Ancestral Warriors. That's not bad. I think we can do a little bit better. So let's actually go to Fusible. So I think they all have to be of the same level to fuse them. Jar of Souls. Yeah, it just gives immortality to a lord, which we don't really need to worry about right now. Got a lot of talismans of endurance. Also have this ward save one, so that's fine. I know we have a couple more weapons that we can fuse. Obsidian Lodestone. It's not really giving us too much. I think that's all we can do for right now, though. If we go over to our ancillaries, it's leadership and everything else. Who's it assigned to? Tu Yong. Banner of the Ancestors is on, yeah, the Iron Dragon. Fine there. Yeah, we'll put a Silk Weaver on. That'll be good. So that helps out Feng Ma a lot. We're gonna get a whole bunch of item pop-ups here.
The Emperor's chosen.
Alright, so we don't have to worry about this yet. If he comes in to fight us, then we're gonna fight him. But that's where we're gonna leave it. And we're gonna skip you. Now Ming Zhu can use or stand to get some money, but we also need infantry in this province, so we'll get that going. And if we go down here, a little bit further south, this way. I swear I know what I'm doing. Most of the time. Some of the time. A very, very, very small percentage of the time I know what I'm doing. We're gonna move towards the haunted forest, but I want to get you all back into
Beyond reason.
camp
Beyond
stance.
sanity. Allocate shifts as required. Lord
So we can get you
of
recovered.
Yin Yang.
Shegungun Lord reporting.
Child of the Nine.
So we want to get you, all of you,
Windshaper.
moving this way, so we
Spread
can
the
fight as an
Emperor's word.
army.
I refuse.
Do not mistake me for a fool.
Windshaper.
And that's not going to work the way I wanted it to, not with them there.
It suits my purposes.
So we'll bounce you back, actually. You're going to take
It
another
shall
round
please
of
the dragons.
attrition. But up here, we have an
Shegungun
entire
Lord
shift in
reporting.
everything. The Veil of Titans has now become a choke point. And we are going to
The
need
glory
to
of
take
Cathay
it.
is unparalleled.
So, Tu Yong, you are going to go after the
Witness
Veil of
their
Titans.
demise.
And it's got a decent garrison, but we can outshoot them, so just have to fight it. Because that's literally the only way they can break into our areas. Alright, so we'll let the other nations go and see how it works out. I don't even know what our caravan's doing right now. We even have a caravan going. I think we do. There's only 97 nations left, though. Well, 98 if you include us. I would love to be able to get a peace treaty with the Caravan of Blue Roses. That would be, frankly, quite awesome. Take the quicker way for money, because money's not that important to us. Okay, Zhao Ming is ready, and we've got Harmony on the other way. So, let's do this. Go down to the south for the armies that are in here.
Celestial ancestors.
Now,
Natural authority.
you are the weakest one out of the lords here, so we're going to replace you with the Iron Dragon.
Earn my siblings' respect.
The dragon-blooded.
The Iron Dragon.
So let's look at Zhao Ming for just a moment, because we haven't been able to do anything with him. He does not have a talisman. So what do we got for talismans that are open? Spell resistance? We'll give him a talisman of endurance. That'll work. And for armor? He's fine on armor. Let's check out what skills he has. Master of Metal. So cooldown is reduced on all Lore Metal spells. Iron Scale, and Master of Alchemy. And Master of Alchemy Poison. That's cool. He's got full plate armor. He's got a lot of physical combat skills, just like his sister. So that's kind of cool. Got only Inspiring Presence and Route Marcher, which isn't that bad. Predator's Dragon Breath, but he's got Wall of Wind and Fire ready to unlock. So he's kind of the counterpoint to what we've been doing all along. But that put us severely into balance for Yang. One that we're not doing right now. Okay, so our caravan is still going. And Feng Ma, we're going to slip around the northern part of the continent here and see if we can slide through here. We don't necessarily want to go to war with the Dark Elves right now, because things have changed since we set out on that little mission.
Meow.
And village is over here.
Stop them.
Power in the blood.
So we will move Peng Lin over here.
I'm the puppet
That's a
master,
lot of
not
trolls,
you.
Shaggoths, so cannon would be more efficient against him than rocket batteries, probably.
Natural authority.
And you're still not able to recover.
Ready to defend.
Alright,
Child of
Ming
the
Fan.
Nine.
See what we're doing here. It's
Cease.
worrying that Dieter von Gerden is there. And we don't know where Helm and Gorst disappeared to. So it's a little bit worrying.
The path of destiny.
We need to get up here and take this
Celestial
city
ancestors.
before anything bad happens there. And at Nangao, what do we got for lords? And we want this side. So we got a harmonizer, wise, distinguishing scar, violent. Eh, these are really good. Yuan Shan Fu. I think we'll take you. That'll push us slightly back towards balance.
I will not tolerate sloth. I expect loyalty, efficiency, and harmony.
And we don't yet have the
To serve
ability
me is a privilege.
to get the best kind of archers, do we? Oh, we were saving for that, and then we got... Well, I got sidetracked. Yeah, there it is. Celestial Dragon Crossbowman is 10,000 away. So we'll have to deal with that later. I don't want to build anything up there. While I'm thinking about it, what can we do for allied recruitment? And we'll have to wait till 2 turns have passed.
My men revere me as is
Now, this is an extremely high level, if I remember it correctly. No, not that one. Oh yeah, she's a level 30 that's down here, right. One we wanted to keep, because she also has another unit of Celestial Guards there. You know, you're actually in the perfect place for us right now. We can get you to start hitting these ogre camps and doing some damage on this side and slowly work your way back in to Krakatan. And maybe the Great Hall of Greases. We can use you from where you are. I mean, it's not much, but it's something. And we are officially into the triple digits for everything that's been going on. So that means that the endgame scenario can trigger at any time. So we'll see how it works. It would be incredibly bad if it was the vampire count one. I'm almost hoping for... What else?
The City of Smoke is poised to lend you its...
Yes, we will take a trade agreement with Belgar Ironhammer, because that would be awesome. I don't know how long this lasts. Oh, 5 turns. It would give us 6 yin for 5 turns. But if we execute the Alchemist, that helps us out overall. And Shoji just got his caravan completed, and he's giving us a whole bunch of income whenever he does whatever he does. So what we're going to do first, before we do anything else, since we're winding down on this week, that's probably the better caravan, right? Ooh, that one has... Okay, oh. And where would be the best place to send you? This is owned by the von Karsteins. Oh, the Gormandy tribe owns that. But it would be the best profit. So going south towards here would be better, but that's the best profit that we have. It's a hard choice, but we gotta make it.
Majestic defender.
Now, you didn't transport into
Don't even
our
think about
realms.
Come and stop them.
Offspring of dragons.
Alright, so the Turtle Gate could get upgraded. But in
Dragon
one
expects.
turn,
I will provide.
Nangao can give us a lot more than that.
Storm dragon.
Wind shaper.
Alright, so Tu Yong. We're cutting it close, but you know,
There is
let's take the
merit.
Veil of Titans, and that's where we'll call it for this week. Saying it's a close victory, and we don't necessarily have the ability to just sit here and straight up outshoot them. I mean, they're just orc boys and some goblins, but we would have to assault the city. So we'll fight this battle ourselves and take the city, and that's where we'll call it. It is kind of a gateway into Cathay, so there is that. And I really wish that CA would allow mod integration into the mainline game, like do some of the mod integration themselves, even though modders do it better most of the time. The only one that really springs to mind is the way that the legendary lords work. There should be a way to confederate with them, especially since they're a lot more trigger happy on wars now, so it makes sense and it doesn't for certain races.
Warriors. Minds as one.
Like,
Warriors.
with orcs, it's just might makes right.
Fight in
So
harmony.
whoever's the biggest and the toughest already has the advantage to confederate.
Stand as one.
Jade warriors.
But with factions like the elves, they're technically city-states after a fashion.
Acolyte of secrets.
I don't know really where I'm going with this, but
The celestial faithful.
let's move our forces up a little bit, and then I can try to continue the train of thought without hopefully being too much of a goof. Basically, it just doesn't make sense that certain legendary lords are almost impossible to confederate with. I get it with Chaos Warriors and that sort of stuff, but even then, might still makes right, so
Ready as always.
that was a massive hit. Oh, yes.
Minds as one.
No, I don't want to angle that any more than they are. I want you to be like there. And like there. And Tu Yong is quickly becoming one of our better generals when it comes to smashing people. Granted, Constellation of the Dragon is going to do that.
Sorcerer of secrets.
I stand ready.
Now hopefully, that spell when it goes off wanders that way. This way will work.
Born of dragons.
Sorcerer's outcast.
Alright, so that was a lot of damage.
Ready to rule.
Let's see if we can do even more. Our spells have been just devastating on this map, so... And hurting the orcs towards their own walls. And let's just advance a little bit more. Get even more of their units in range. Considering our alchemist took some hits there.
Warpstone and steel.
They are divided and selfish, but we fight as one body, one soul.
Okay, that was a lot of dead orcs. I mean, this hit was the best so far, but... Goblin Wolf Riders, their entire force is just getting devastated here. It's kind of awesome to see.
Shaper of steel.
My test begins.
I mean, even the orc boys that are charging into battle over here, if my scroll wheel wants to work with me. Can't really stand up to our Jade warriors. Oh, these orcs are just getting shot down.
At once.
I wonder if I can move you any closer. And start the wind back this way. Oh, that's definitely hurting those error boys.
My elixirs are ready.
Mage of the Celestial Corps.
That's a lot of devastation.
Jade crossbow.
Warriors! Marching as one.
And let's finally move some of our troops into the first section of the city.
Yang sends us.
Just on that angle should be enough to clip at least a few of the retreating units. If they try to retreat through the flames, they'll be in a bad spot.
Jade warriors.
I'm really surprised they have not hit the army break penalty yet. That might have been it right there. Yep, those orc boys are down. So that was a lot of dead greenskins. We lost 11 soldiers in the assault. To 800. Oh, it's like 75 to 1? Okay, I gotta do the math on that one. 800 divided by 11. That's like 72 orcs for every Jade warrior that went down. That's some really, really, really good odds. Far off with 75. Our casters took home the lion's share, so they had like 400 between them. And if they take the Veil of Titans, Water Snake Breeder. Alright, so the Veil of Titans is in our hands. and I want to put walls on this settlement because of where it is. But with that having
The
been
dragon
done, we're just going to
blooded.
level up our meter here because she did amazing. Absolutely amazing. So many things. We'll give her the Will of the Dragons. Give her the Leadership Augment.
I was
She hasn't got it
born
yet.
to wield it.
Our Astromancer, who did a massive amount of damage with Chain Lightning, and Uranon's Thunderbolt. We might as well finish off Curse of the Midnight Wind. Didn't really have to use it that time. And Magic Reserves for even more casting. But that's going to do it for this week, guys. If you liked the video, please consider hitting that like button. If you'd like to join up with the 232, join me in this or other Let's Plays, just hit that subscribe button. And make sure you turn your notifications on so you don't miss when a new video goes out. And remember, guys, life is a game, so play to win. And until next time, take care.